Hello, I'm Kelly Dearlove, and this is my video application for the math teaching position at East Grand Rapids Middle School. I started teaching math about 7 years ago. I've been able to work as a tutor for 3 years as a volunteer in a middle school in Grand Blanc, and then for 2 years as a math tutor in 2 high schools in Saginaw. I've also been able to tutor multiple classmates in my own college classes, and through the College of Ed, I was able to work with students from preschool all the way up to 5th grade. I've really worked hard to focus with all of the students that I've had, focus on the why of math, not just the how. I believe that learning why you should approach a math problem in a certain way will help students to really take in the information and make it their own. If you just teach how, then they don't necessarily understand why they are doing something, they're more so memorizing facts. So that's really the approach that I tried to take with my students. I decided to become a teacher after a year at Kettering University, where I was studying mechanical engineering. While I loved pursuing math in that way, I decided that I was really missing the human interaction element of my job. And I decided to change my course, and I applied to Saginaw Valley to study elementary education. One of the things that I've found that I love the most about teaching is when I'm working with a student and they aren't understanding something, and I lead them with a line of questioning. Instead of just telling them, I lead them to a certain point, and I'm asking different questions, and finally they pick up the breadcrumbs, and then they've come to this point on their own, and they are so proud because they got it. And they didn't need me to tell them, they got it on their own. It's one of the most rewarding things to see that light bulb go off and that look of pride on their faces, to know how hard that they worked to get there. I believe that I am the best candidate for this position because of my background and my own personal approach. With my background in early childhood, I have a large focus on the individual students, what they're learning, how they're learning it, how their personality affects their learning, and how I can cater my teaching to their learning. I think that that's very important. This past year, I was an associate teacher in a Great Start Readiness program preschool, and I was able to really refine my observation skills and work on looking at the students and watching them to see what they know and how they're expressing it, and be able to individualize my teaching and do that in the moment so that I didn't miss an opportunity to work with them on something that they were already working on themselves. I have, as I have explained, a lot of teaching experience with math. I have had many of my students tell me that I have explained it in a way that is understandable to them so that they can understand it on their own terms. And I think that this personal approach is a great way of connecting with students and making sure that they have that drive to understand as well. So I would love to be able to talk to you further about this position, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.